y'all, I know what that's about. I'm returning the vibes, you get what you give out. Pull up in the RA, make these heads cost. I swear no one thought I'd make it this far, cause I just started. I need positive vibes, only don't need nothing toxic. Posting no pic, now I got cloud chasers calling. But keep that same energy. Don't complain to me because you had your chance to be with you. Fucking around with me, baby. And now these niggas see, baby. You see the fame and the life that I'm living. I took it all, mate, none of this was given. And just by looking, you can tell that I'm different. But keep the same energy you was given. Ay. I know they not glad that I made it. I can tell by the look on all their faces. Excuse me, sorry, forgot what your name is. All this fake love, cause I'm finally famous. But keep the same energy. Keep the same energy. Nah, you don't fuck with me. Nah, you don't fuck with me, babe. Nah, the same energy. Nah, you don't fuck with me. Roll up the dough, get me in my zone. Do not hit my phone, just leave me alone. Leave me alone. You see the fame and the life that I'm living. I took it all, made none of this was given. And just by looking, you can tell that I'm different. But keep the same energy you was given. Ay. Keep the same energy. Ay. Keep the same energy. Nah, you don't fuck with me. Nah, you don't fuck with me. Keep the same energy. Nah, don't complain.
Mic check, mic check. What y'all doing? It's your girl China Black, CB man. That's what they like to call me. This show today, no makeup, okay? After Mother's Day. Hopefully this is not lagging. Hold on, let me change this. Let me change this already for y'all because I know somebody's gonna come in here and be like, I can't see you. Oh, we on 480 though, so it should be good. Just let me know if the audio is good, if the video is good as y'all come in. If you have not already subscribed, like, comments. But most importantly, we need the subscribers. We're on our way to monetization. We only need about 200 more subscribers. So spread the gospel, spread the word to all your people to subscribe to the China Black channel. Again, we are on our way to monetization. Once we start doing that, we can start getting our donations. I mean, I appreciate y'all for donating on Cash App and stuff too, but we'll start getting the ads as far as the YouTube channel and things like that and be able to make more money. That's the whole point of this, right? Now, my mom is literally calling me right now. My mom is literally calling. We talking about Mother's Day, about to talk about her show and everything. And then she called me. She gonna live a long time. Anyway, let's get into this. Please make sure y'all sharing this. If anybody would like to tune in, I am going to put the clip thing, the chat link. And I'm honestly, the reason, let me tell you why I didn't come on here. As far as why I didn't come on here. Why I didn't put no makeup on to come on here, because I feel like this show might get a little emotional for me yesterday. Okay, so let me just recap. Okay, give me some time. Okay, it's Mother's Day. You know, I woke up hung over and stuff like that. So it is what it is, right? Spark the tweet if you got it. I'm still waiting for my guy. So Mother's Day weekend, there was a lot going on. For those who don't follow me on Instagram and you might be a new viewer on Facebook, me and Nap Queen Pumpkin have began working together again. Make sure y'all are following her. Let me put the joint up here too. I have Burgundy in the joint, in the thing. because my mother loves burgundy. Okay, that's what the theme color of today is. I know y'all probably like, how is that matching with whatever you got on? But yes, my mom's favorite color is burgundy, so that's what we're kind of going for as far as this vibe. Um, and I just want to kind of give y'all a recap of. I just kind of want to give y'all a recap of how my weekend went, and I want to be kind of brutally honest about myself, honestly. That's why I said my lashes might be off by the end of this show, and I don't want to like give all my business or whatever, because that's what y'all need to start, paying for. But since I come on here a lot and I'm always, giving some type of advice or snapping about something, as people like to say, or yelling about something, or you know what I'm saying, I want to just be transparent with my fans, with my family who watch me, um just to grow as a wife, at child, and nobody's wife, but yeah, one day to be a wife again, a mother, things like that. So I want to tell y'all about my weekend, and then we'll kind of get to it. And if y'all want to come on here and talk about what was, how y'all weekend was or whatever, feel free, right? I've been doing a lot. I've been drinking more than usual lately. A lot, those who are close to me know that I have been going through a lot for these past months. So yesterday, my mom had a party. Okay, my mom had a party yesterday for Mother's Day, and then there was a comedy event that we went to. If you're following my Instagram, me and Nap Queen Pumpkin got a chance to. First of all, Pumpkin killed it. Okay, I came as her camera woman, looking good. Okay, the experience was awesome because we had a makeup artist. She came to us, did our makeup. I felt like a queen. I felt like a superstar. And then we went to an event, and I was, following Pumpkin around, Nap Queen following her around and stuff like that. And it was just an awesome experience to see those women go up there. There were a lot of technical difficulties, but from what I do understand, the promoter who is behind this is pretty much just starting out. There was a lot of good things that was good, that was, going on as far as the event, and stuff happens. You know what I'm saying? Stuff happens. I met a lot of different people. It was at the event. I meant the building up 42nd 100 Wissahickon or something like that. And it was an all females comedy event. Don't Call Me White Girl was there. Now, for those who don't know who, what up, Rizzy? Don't Call Me White Girl is. She is the girl that sometimes come on $1 million worth of game with Gillian Wallow, the real light skin girl. She's hilarious. And the show's DJ was Charlie Baltimore's daughter. And I'm telling you, I fanned out like it was Charlie Baltimore, y'all. First of all, because I told her that I was listening to her mom and wanted to rap from her mom and from Vita since I was 8 years old. She said, "Girl, you look like Vita." I lost it. Don't tell me that, Niecy. It made me feel good, child. I really was starstruck. But yes, she was Charlie Baltimore's daughter was the DJ. Don't Call Me White Girl went last. They were Tata was there. Who else was there? It was such a good event, and then there's so many things that I think that I could bring to the table as a lot of these events. So it was a good experience to actually get out this weekend, right? Pumpkin did amazing. Now, let me tell y'all, give y'all kind of the backstory for those who don't know. And then this is just a refresher. Pumpkin, Nap Queen, has been supportive of me since I was 18 years old. Since I first started rapping, she was supposed to do a documentary on me. Shit happens, you know what I'm saying? So we are back in each other's lives. So we wanted to take advantage of this. So for me, it was a huge experience because when we first met, she was recording me. And now I'm 30 and I'm behind the scenes with her and recording her and seeing her do her thing. We have so much behind the scenes and stuff like that. But I just want to give my girl her flowers while she's here, because again, we both still look the same age, still looking good. So for us to, how I'm going to get it? My mom texting me, "Happy Mother's Day, belated." And this is the recap. We're going to get to that lady too. So yeah, so I just want to kind of give y'all some insight of that, because again, she went on there and she did her thing. We got the footage beforehand, afterhand. We came in there both looking like stars. It was packed in there. Um, it was good. It was really good, and there's so much room. And there's so much room for improvement. Y'all had to check the levels. And there's so much room for improvement. I met a lot of different people. Like I said, I was able to network with some people. It was absolutely awesome. So then share this, like this, all of the good stuff, y'all. I don't, whatever. I know I didn't put no description in there, but I guess y'all could put it in there. I don't know. I don't even know how that works, child. Whatever. So then my mom had an event, right? My mom had an event, which was a Mother's Day brunch, right? This is horrible. Yeah. I should have put some oranges up in there or something. Can you do oranges go good with Chardonnay? This is why I be getting straight to the point with Jen. Never mind. Now moving on before I start telling my business, okay? Let me move on because I'm going through my own shit. Okay, so anyway, my mom had an, if it was a brunch, right? Now my family, I don't know if people can relate to this, but my family are the type of people you need to tell them if your event is starting at 1:00, you might want to tell people, certain people in your family, that it started at 11:30. You know what I'm saying? So my mom, okay, one of the smart things she did was she had her event time at 3. She told specific people that it started at 1, so they'll get there by 3. Okay, that's how that works. Originally, it was only supposed to be, why is this in the corner? Originally, it was only supposed to be my mom, obviously my mom and her kids and her grandkids. But she got overexcited, like we all do, right? Got so excited and just started inviting everybody. So all of the kids were there. My aunts and them was there. My grandma was there. My auntie that raised me. My cousins that raised me. It was absolutely amazing. Now, before I got there, you know, I had to check with Tanisha. I rolled with my twin sister, right? And before I got there, she said, "You gonna be in a good mood all day?" Yeah, Because let me tell y'all something. When I tell y'all I want to be honest with y'all, I am a piece of shit in so many ways, yo. So many ways. There are a lot of great characteristics that I have, but I have realized at 30 years old, I am a piece of shit. Seriously. I noticed that because of me, the relationship that I've held and how I was kind of raised in the dysfunction, a lot of things that come out of my mouth, I honestly don't think about. I push people away with my mouth, the disrespect and things like that. And we have to understand, and one thing that I had to realize, because y'all know I'm a realist, right? But I can't come on here and tell y'all what y'all should be doing or how this should be in my own experience. And then when shit is good, I talk about it, or whatever the case may be, my own shit, and don't talk about it when it's bad. I can't do that, because there are certain things that have happened to me in my life that has kept me from trusting people from like I'm defensive, because I feel like when I was growing up, a lot of people molded me to be fucking hard as shit, right? So when I told y'all my fucking eyelashes is gonna come off, bitch. So I've had a few boyfriends and shit that, no, they wasn't my old, they was old heads and shit, or just hurt people is the point that I'm making here. Can I just get that out, right? Hurt people. And I realized that I've been hurt for so fucking long that when I'm speaking to people or when I'm going through shit or whatever, I just say any fucking thing. And I never take in consideration of people's feelings at all. Like at all, because motherfuckers been saying so much hurtful shit, or just saying certain things to me to take the attention off themselves or to make themselves feel better, that I inherited that same fucked up ass trait. So when I'm saying certain things, I swear I don't mean it in a fucked up way. I'm just fucked up right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of our friends from a restaurant I used to work for, right? She died recently. And she was one of those people that I had to fucking check myself on. Because we never know what people are going through. You just never know what people are going through. I remember I said something to her, and she's older than me, right? I said something to her. Some shit like, this dumb motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And this grown woman cried from just me saying that. And my mama and my friends, like, they made me apologize to this girl, and I did. But again, I never when hurt people. That's just real shit, right? And again, you just never know what people are going through, as far as men, as far as women, and in this hard ass exterior that I've been building this wall for so long. So when I get afraid of something, or feel like somebody is going to lead me into this whatever fucking love triangle, whatever the case may be, or whatever this person think that love is, if I feel that I'm getting attached, or if I feel like I'm so happy, I'm so used to so much fucked up shit, right? That when I get to a point where I'm happy with somebody, I'm happy with my situation, it's like I'm waiting. I'm fucking literally waiting for shit to get fucked up. I'm waiting for that nigga to say he don't want me. I'm waiting for him to cheat on me. I'm waiting for something, because it can't be this good. It can't be like, again, y'all don't understand how we talking about Mother's Day, right? I was sitting here, my mom had her event yesterday, and we did so much karaoke. Like, y'all know how me and my family do. I can't wait till I drop the pictures, right? So we did the Temptations. My grandma, I'm like, how y'all know every song and stuff like that? Because we watched it because of you and stuff like that. Hold on, but y'all don't understand how many people I'm still grieving, right? I haven't talked to my dad, and it's certain things that I talked to Pumpkin about, right? And when I was younger, my mom was doing the drugs and stuff, and she would just leave for weeks, sometimes months and stuff. And I would cry because I would have thoughts of her dying, right? Right? But I can't fucking fathom. I can't fathom what these people going through every Mother's Day when people lost their moms. I can't fathom that, yo. I can't sit here and try to be like, yeah, I felt so horrible when I thought my mom was going to die, but she didn't, though. Because you only get one. That call. Just give me a second, yo. So, y'all don't understand how many of my fucking friends lost their mom so goddamn early. I can't fathom that. I know what it feels like for her to possibly call me. I know what that feels like, to feel like, damn, she not here, or she only pop up on Mother's Day and expecting to give. But that is nothing like the fucking pain that these people are feeling. We don't know what people are fucking going through during this time. It's so many men out here, yo. So many men that we are trying to love y'all. We fucking trying, and y'all are trying to love us. But how do you know how to love so many women when you get older, when you lost the first woman? I can't fathom that, y'all. I can't fathom that. I sat with my mom yesterday and I cried in her arms while we sang Beauty, because that was her favorite song. And I was just thinking about all the times that we didn't see her, and so many times where I would think that she's going to walk up the street. And those times where I used to just smell her and she would walk up the street. But this shit is fucked up. It's fucked up for so many people. So many of us still have that. I understand when people be like, why you talk to your mom like that, or why you be saying certain things like that. Like, people have their own relationship with their parents. You know what I'm saying? And I know y'all watched that video of me and my mom talking, you know what I'm saying? And I kept saying bitch, and it's probably cringing for a lot of people, but that's my bitch, yo. Like, we both say that. You get what I'm saying? And I get it that people lost their mom. So it'd be like, you gotta cherish every fucking moment. Every fucking moment. So many people out here numbing the pain because they ain't never been the same since then. How do you help that? How do you trust anything? How do you go through life and you... Al, can you talk for a few minutes? I was in here, y'all.
Yo, sis.
What's up, Al?
I'm good. I kind of patched in a couple minutes ago because I was doing something else, and then I saw you. I caught your last few points that you was making. First and foremost, I want to applaud you for being this open with your feelings, because a lot of times people like the front and fraud and ain't nothing wrong with me and I'm the man, I'm the shit and I got it, I'm never stressed out and all that. We all in a state of depression about something, and especially losing people that's close to us. Like I lost my pop like 6 years ago, and me and him wasn't really close like that. I didn't understand that shit was gonna hit me like a pile of bricks the way it did, because we wasn't even that fucking close. But
Right.
when he passed, I really felt like I had a hole in my heart, yo. Like, I ain't know how to breathe. Like, I'm like, this nigga's really gone. Like, and like my pop had a little brother, my uncle.
Okay.
That was my best friend. Like, that was my best fucking friend, was my uncle. We used to do everything together. And he actually put me on the DMX too at a young age. Like, I was sneaking.
That's how you got it. Okay.
Yeah, I was sneaking listening to his DMX CD because my parents wouldn't let me listen to that shit. But my pop little brother was like, let me put this little nigga on to something. Like, he showed me my first gun. He taught me how to fight. Like, my uncle was really my best friend, yo. He died in 2004, right? And I graduated in 2004. So it was my freshman year at college, yo. And he died from AIDS.
Shit.
And after that, I became like angry. I ain't give a fuck about school no more. Like, that's why I ain't graduate. You know what I mean?
That's how
Yeah, like I really, it fucked me up, and I didn't know that was the cause behind it. I just thought I was just going through shit and other shit and people pissing me off, but that really started a domino effect of me down spiraling. And now I can say that that's what started it. It was losing my uncle. That was like my best friend, yo, and I just didn't know how to fucking live after that. Like, what do I do now? He was my go-to for everything. Like, girls, he taught me about girls, and it was just crazy. Like, so, piggybacking what you said about moms, like, I told you, I was fucked up over pops. I cannot fucking imagine and I know it has to come one day. Stay the fuck away from me when it does, because I don't know what I might do to somebody that's you know, we always take it out on people that's close to us anyway,
Yep. Yep.
or ourselves, which is even worse, you know. And like you said, it's a lot of people. I got a couple friends like, you know, my man Knight. Um,
Yep. Yep.
my
And
uh,
I was
go ahead.
no, I know Night. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, man, my mama Pat, she was
Right.
man, she was the coolest. They live right next door to me. Like she was the fucking coolest ever. Like and you know, after that, I was like, how does this nigga even go on? Like,
How do you go on? And then we wonder why so many of these motherfuckers are so mad. They so angry. They like fuck the world. Can you imagine? Like I was saying fuck the world and my mom was just on crack down the street. Like you get what I'm saying? Like it's just fucked up
yeah,
because again we don't even think about that. Like again, there was some shit that I really had to look in the mirror. Like
and my
you know my ex though. So like I
no,
know I was verbally
I was
abusive in that relationship. I'll like
I was just about to say that my man Stacks the product, my bro, like lost his fucking mind, and I look at him like, bro, you gotta be fucking Superman to not even be in jail for killing somebody.
and he's the
Like,
main one that play all day and laugh all day and want everybody else to laugh all day. So imagine it's just I know
yeah,
too many people. I know too many men that lost, you know what I'm saying? They hurt. They've been hurt for years and I've only been grieving for a few months. It's a process and that's your mama. I can't
yeah,
even talk to my dad. I can't even talk to my dad virtually. I'm hurt. I don't know what to say to him.
yeah, and it's okay to be hurt, but you know, admitting it and really, you know, coming to the grips of understanding, like, look, I'm hurt, identifying the hurt. I'm hurt because of this. See,
Yeah.
the unfair part is lashing out on people and then not identifying why you're doing it because you're not even giving them enough information to be that compassionate for what you're going through. And we do that a lot as a community. Like I'm just
Well,
mad
we
because
don't
I'm
know how to because we losing our damn parents and stuff earlier, or just they working hard. You get what I'm saying? It's so much stuff that we're not even learning. We're still learning about ourselves at 30 and 30 up. You know what I'm saying? But again,
yeah,
you're right. When people take accountability for it, because it can't just be like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, and keep, you know what I'm saying, not
yeah,
acknowledging it. Or because if you don't see what you're doing wrong, how the fuck you gonna be able to change it?
you can't. You're gonna constantly make excuses and I love this one when people say, well, that's just the way I am. That's just the way I am. No, it's not. It's something that caused that. And you need to identify what it is and talk about it. We don't talk enough. That's why I love your podcast because you talking. Like that's the problem.
I'm trying.
Everybody wants to bottle it up because it makes you seem, you think it makes you feel weak for actually having feelings about something. That don't make you weak. To me, that makes you stronger than somebody that's faking the funk, walking around like they got it all together, and you really don't. So I think, you know, part of the therapy, and you know, I talked about mental health a couple times.
Yeah.
You know, we all have mental health issues, but the reason even why I started going live, because I'm like, all right, if y'all ain't gonna talk, I'ma talk. And let me see if that motivates somebody else or gives them the courage to talk back.
Right.
You know, like that's it. You can't get nowhere if you don't talk. That's why even in my relationships, you know how we be, you know, dudes be asking you when they your dude or whatever, they be like, you mad? What's wrong? And a lot of times females say what?
Nothing.
Lying.
Because we feel like y'all should know what's wrong, which is fucking stupid. But y'all do the same thing too.
and I'm not taking no shit off the niggas. Like, we got a lot of work too, but like I said, both ways, the answer to the key for me is talking. Because when you talk, you understand that you're not the only one that's going through this shit. That's why you feel the way you feel, because it's like nobody else understands how I feel. Nobody else been in my shoes. There's a lot of motherfuckers that's been exactly where you are.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna know that if you don't talk. You just gonna feel like you're the only one in this world, and you nobody can help you. No, it's a lot. As much shit as you've been through, it's people that got it worse than you, right?
Yep. And that's what made me come to that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, even yesterday, my family my family is turned all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, the dance floor, they move the table out the way, we performing, we doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? And but for me, I'm like, I'm happy to be invited again. Like, I'm that fucking bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm that bad where I gotta even say to myself, shit, let me shut up, because I'm just getting back invited around here. Okay, let's party. You know what I'm saying? But even holding my mama, my grandma being there, I've talked about these people before.
Yeah.
And I had to come there with some type of love and change this shit, because again, I'm hurting, and I'm constantly always hurting the people around me. My twin sister literally told y'all we didn't speak for years because of the shit that I said out of my mouth to her.
Yeah.
Because I have picked up the same fucked up characteristics that I hate from the men that I dated. And then I be feeling like I'm in the county. I don't went to college and all of that. And then sometimes I just be like, I don't know. People probably feel like, bitch, you ain't all of that though. I mean, I know I'm good, but like, when you at a certain point, we forget that shit happened in the hood, yo. Shit happened in the streets, because I was in the streets and shit was happening. So the fact that I'm at this point and I'm acting like, oh, y'all should know this and like, no, fuck you, bitch. Everybody having to go back to fuck to school and get no degrees. Like, who the fuck do you be thinking you are?
And that's the problem with, I mean, I live in the county too, so I understand. And the thing is, I hear people a lot of time, especially, I hate to be, sound, racist or whatever, but we're gonna keep it 1,000.
Yes, we are.
I hate it when I hear a privileged white person say, well, he should have just did better. How? You ain't never been in no situation where you couldn't do better.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sometimes you ain't never been, like, with the school shit with the kids. It's kids that gotta wake their little siblings up, get them dressed, cook them breakfast in the morning, and walk them to school before they even go to school. You know how fucking hard it is to be a parent and you a fucking kid? You ever been in that situation?
My brother had to do that. When my mom was on drugs, my brother had to take us to school and help wash us up at 8 and 9 years old, yo.
That's crazy.
So can you imagine him growing up and shit? So for his kids, he'd be like, I don't give a damn what I do. They're going to be clean. They're going to have clothes. They're going to have a roof for their head. I'm going to do the best that I can, but they won't be struggling. Like, that's, I can't even fathom what he was going through, because I remember how the shit that we was doing at 8, 9 years old. But then, we babysat, but they mama and them came and got them. That was just a few hours.
Yeah.
You bathing your little sisters, making sure that they eat, and you got to make sure that you eat. And your mom, you got to make sure she don't be in there ODing and shit.
That's too much mental stress for anybody to have to deal with. And that's really, people be like, well, what's wrong with the Black community? We got too many mental issues that we had to see too much trauma and depressing experiences, that it's like, how can you think positive by going through all this shit?
Right, and we avoid it. That's the only way to think. If you talking about any type of way to be unpositive, you get what I'm saying? Brent, change it, we try to avoid it. Again, I told you that shit fucked me up going to my nephew's funeral. I'm not gonna lie, Shakira probably gonna see this. She is mad as shit that I have not called her back. I am fucking. I don't even go to funerals, bro. I need my brain right now after losing my nana going to a teenager's funeral. Yeah. That is traumatizing for anybody. I get we all going through stuff, but I don't do that at all. So this is a lot for me. I've just ended my marriage of years because I don't know what stability of family and love looks like. All I know is I will never struggle again. So I was willing to leave probably the best man that I ever messed with. I'm probably the best woman he's ever messed with because of money, because of stability. Child, I was in here watching Selena like, oh my God. Maybe I should just take a Chris.
That's my girl favorite movie too, by the way.
Come on, live. I know she be doing the washing machine. We all doing the washing machine up in here.
Yeah, man. It's you know that's why I touch on mental health so much, and people like, you talked about that the last time, and I'm gonna keep fucking talking about it until we get better and understand certain things, yo. We gotta love each other more. We gotta show more support. We gotta be that shoulder to cry on. We gotta have that ear to listen to somebody else shit. We need to do that instead of stop being so fucking stubborn and selfish.
Keep talking. I don't care. I wait for the weed man. I'm gonna go spark a pool. I don't care what the fuck they talking about. I've been drinking. Now, keep talking though, because I'm just going to the stove. Because you speaking real shit, and I want to come back and piggyback off of it. The mental health business, because you've been on your Instagram, right?
Yeah, definitely been on my Instagram. I'll be sure 34 for anybody that want to, you know, see what I'll be talking about. Tequila and Tuesday. I mean, Tequila and Truth. I'm sorry, but I usually do it on Tuesday. That's why I said that.
Wait a minute, you got a whole segment now?
Tequila and Truth, yo. And you know who sparked it for me? Yo ass.
Oh, me and Mac on Wednesdays?
No, before that. I don't know if you remember the first time I went live to talk about anything. You was like, "Ow, I was so proud of you," and da 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 da. This was a while ago, though.
Oh yeah. Right.
It was like, it takes so much courage to go live and talk, like, and you really did it as quiet as you be, like. And I'm like, yo.
And your joint was lit the first day. It was lit. Look, I don't be having people up on my Instagram. They be up in here. You had about 9 people. I'm like, what? What is happening here?
Yo, and you know what the sad thing is? The sad thing about it is I got the most watchers on my Tequila and Truth. When people was in there, I let people in the chat and they was arguing with each other and tearing each other down.
You talking about Rizzy right now. I know who you're talking about.
I had more people watching that shit than my other segments where it wasn't no fucking arguments. And I really looked at that shit like, yo, motherfuckers is toxic. Yo, like y'all really love to see a car crash.
You ain't lying. Listen, because I started to call you because I saw that one specific day. Hold on, because I gotta go get an ashtray and more wine. That one specific day, you were on live for a few hours or something. I said, yo, he's still live, because I was doing other stuff, but I couldn't tune in. But when I did tune in, I didn't even hear the audio. All I saw was this and this and this and that. And Jen was at the bottom. It was like, it was a lot. It was a lot going on. But does that help you? Explain your experience though, because you saying that you mad at you know, you understand that people are toxic, but explain just how, you know, how you feeling about it. And you know what I'm saying, your experience after doing it, especially going from being by yourself, talking in the comments, to having people in. Explain that experience.
All right. So when I was just talking, you know, and people was in the comments, and I was having a hard time with keeping up on all the comments because, you know, I was so into what I was talking about, you know, that I really wasn't paying attention to the comments, or they was lagging. Like I would talk for, you know, 10, 15 minutes and then start reading people's comments. So I said, all right, this is not, this is not fair. I want to change it up a little bit and actually start inviting people in and having segments like that where they can talk, and I can respond, or just so. At first, I said I'm only gonna have one person that I'm gonna tag in. It's only gonna be one person at a time, and then I was like, you know what? Let's have a little fun with it. So I tagged 3 other people in, and I did it 2 nights in a row. Now, the first night, everything was going good until a certain point where I feel like certain people was kind of using the small platform that I had to get their shit off instead of sticking to the reason why I went live in the first place.
Okay. I feel
And
that.
when you start making personal attacks about people that I have in my life that you don't even know and never met,
yeah,
you're taking it. Yeah, you taking advantage of the shit, because everybody that's in my life, I know in real life. I don't have nobody in there that just random. I follow this person on the gram. I either went to school with you, we did the rap shit together, I played basketball with you. It's somebody I've had experiences with in real life. So that's very disrespectful. That's one. For 2, the second night I ran it back, I had to cancel my whole live that night, yo. It got so out of hand. I just exited the whole joint with everybody watching, like, because motherfuckers
it got that bad. Like, what?
Motherfuckers would not respect the platform and just wanted to fucking argue. And I'm like, yo, this is not why I went live. We ain't doing that.
Was it guys arguing or girls?
The first night, it was a guy that you named already. And,
okay. My bad.
And a girl. So I'm even looking at it like, why are you so adamant about going back and forth with a female like this? Like, this is weird. It's crazy. Like, it's to the point where, and then the second night, I ran it back because I put a disclaimer out in the beginning. I said, yo, I'm going live again.
Wait a second. You put a disclaimer? I'm not playing with y'all.
I had to. Yeah. I said, we not doing the same shit that we did last night. I'm not entertaining it. If you gonna jump on here and be on that bullshit, don't even bother, yo. Like, seriously. So I ran it back, and I gave somebody another chance to, rectify the night before.
Oh, you gave him another chance.
I said everybody deserves a second chance.
Oh, everybody. You gave everybody another chance. And people in general. Yeah, we're not doing this. Not just specifically a person, just everybody, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The motherfucker decides to do the same shit again. And at that point, I got pissed off. Go ahead.
Go ahead, because I don't want you to forget that point.
I'm real, like, peaceful. I go off of positive vibes and positive energy. That's all I surround myself around. And I believe that's why God has blessed me and looked out for me and protected me the way he has, because I've been in some dangerous situations and made it the fuck out. But
that part.
I don't like toxic people around me. I don't like entertaining toxic people. And both of the other people I had in my life was cool. We was having a constructive, positive conversation. This one person, again, decides to make it a fucking, like, start shitting on people.
Oh, so he's being, not he. I always say he first, and that's like very whatever. But the person was being demeaning
towards my other
guest. The other guest. Oh yeah. Do that shit on your own Instagram.
That's my point. Like, the first night, the one girl, he said she got a double chin, and like, I'm like, bro, you out of line, bro. Like, seriously.
Why would they do that though? Like, how did it even get? So he just started like frying niggas, like start giving them 50. I don't understand. To the females, we need the females
because he didn't agree with. Well, she didn't agree with what he was saying, and she voiced how she didn't agree with it. See that, and that's another problem with us. When somebody doesn't agree with how you think, you get mad. No, It's not supposed to be like that. I can disagree with a lot of people, and I'm interested to hear why you think different from me. I want to hear, because you got your own experiences that I didn't go through. So it ain't she don't agree with me, so she wrong. I don't believe in right and wrong and judging people like that.
Right.
So we even had a whole debate about alpha males and beta males.
Ooh. Okay.
To the point where I said, well, the person said, well, I'm an alpha male. And I said, and he said all the reasons why. And I didn't agree. I said, well, I must be a fucking beta male then. And I take that. But I asked, why do you feel the need to identify yourself as an alpha male? What does that do to you? Like, instead of just saying, yeah.
What does that do for your ego?
I'm exactly. Instead of just saying, I'm a man just like you a man. We just got different opinions.
Wow.
So go ahead. I've been talking for a minute. I want you
because listen, I'm happy that you're here, because this is pretty much all that I had was the whole Mother's Day thing or whatever. But I meant to call you.
I ain't mean to change the subject or none of that.
No, I'm only on here because I haven't been on here with y'all in a minute. It's just been me and Mac Millie, and I wanted to literally express myself, because again, a lot of times I come on here and y'all get motivation or advice from me, but who am I talking to? And when I was talking to the person that I was talking, you know what I'm saying, was with my partner, it helped, but it's still things that I need or that I yearn from a partner that I feel needs to make me happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, but again, I get on this camera and I talk trash all the time, to the point where people be like, I'm not coming on that girl show. And I give so much advice about the goodness. I done talked about my marriage and all of that, but I'm not about to sit here and not talk about my flaws. I refuse to do that. I refuse to sit here and act like bad bitches don't get blocked too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it, and again, I know when I did my self-evaluation, because that's all I have been doing. You know what I'm saying? And when I really did, I started understanding why I have the you know what I'm saying, the attitude that I have. Yeah. And I'm not the only one. I walk around and be like, oh yeah, this person is this sign and da-da-da-da. It's like, no, people are who they are when God makes us, but there's room for change. There's room for self-awareness. There is room. You know what I'm saying? It is all God's plan. It's just about knowing your purpose. And sometimes you have to go through some shit. You got to walk through some horse manure. You get what I'm saying? To realize that your shit stinks just as well as that horse. You get what I'm saying?
Ain't that sad though? You really got people walking around like they better than other people. And that's why I don't judge nobody. When you got on here talking about your mom and the struggles that she's had, you know, I got on my live and said, my pop, God rest his soul, he was an alkie. He was an alcoholic. But I didn't even judge him, because people, like you said earlier in this joint, you said people do so much to mask their problems, or they do stuff so they won't have to deal with it, that I even had to look at my dad like, wait a minute. Maybe he wasn't just an alkie because he wanted to be an alkie. Maybe he's had certain traumatic experiences in his life that mentally fucked him up, and he's trying to cope with it. Like, yes. I'm not better than him just because he was an alcoholic and admitted it and had to go to rehab for it. I didn't judge you know, your mom by you telling the stories about her. I was like, you know what? That's fucking dope that they're able to still have this fucking relationship, and China doesn't judge her for what she went through. That's fucking awesome, yo. Like,
it's awesome, but at the end of the day, I personally feel like, yes, it's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. But what I can say is, if I never went through going to jail and having to go to the NA meetings with her because of my own addictions and my own shit that I did, I would have never been able to understand what really happened, because for so many years I had the same mindset of my brother and sister, of being like, she don't, she chose drugs over me. What the fuck? Like, I literally I
no,
really
I understand completely. I understand that resentment is going to be there when you're a child, but and I hate to get biblical, because I'm not religious. I'm just spiritual overall.
right.
But even in the Bible, it says, when I was a child, I thought like a child. You gotta grow the fuck up to even understand certain things about yourself. Like, and it's a lot of people that's getting older, but they're not growing the fuck up.
Talk about it.
See, growing up to me is, look, like you said, looking yourself in the mirror and saying, it's easy to point the finger at somebody else, but what the fuck am I doing wrong?
What did I do wrong in this situation? Like,
right.
Wow.
So it's people that, there's a lot of us that don't want to take accountability for shit. And that's the toxic part that I'm talking about. When I say toxic, that's what I mean. You're not holding accountable for nothing. No, I raised you the best. I did the best. I did the best. No, you didn't. Or have you even thought that maybe you did fuck up somewhere?
Yeah. Yo, you just saying that piece made me think of maybe like my grandmom's perspective. Let me break it down to you, right? My grandma, me and my twin sister spent most of our years with her. And she used to,
mom or dad's mom?
My dad's mom. So my mom is mom's mom. Nana is always dad's mom.
Okay.
So my nana is the one that passed away. My mom, they were the same age. You get what I'm saying? But that's my mom's mom. That's who raised us. So when we stayed with her, we stayed with her majority of our lives. And I feel like certain times she feels deserving of certain things. And yesterday, we did the whole Temptations thing. And my grandma is the reason why we know all of that. Shoo up. I'm talking about listen, I was on the background dances while my sister was on the mic. Listen, my twin sister was the star last night. Like, they had to throw the robe on her and get her down. We was doing Drew Hill, Reese's Pieces. We was doing everything, right?
That's dope.
But when it came, I should have. It was amazing.
I love that energy. I only saw a snippet of your stories, John, with that, but I was like, you were so happy just to be in the mix.
I was.
Yeah.
I really was, because again, they be waiting for me to act up. So, and they know that, like, when we was younger, and when the times that we live with my mom, we live with my aunt, which is my grandmom's sister. You get what I'm saying? So it was all still tied. Like, we never went to like foster homes and stuff like that. We always stayed in the family. But we learned the Temptations from my grandma. You know what I'm saying? So to see how she looks so proud of us, right? But when you made that point, it made me think of when my mom's favorite song is Beauty, and she would always go like this. This was her favorite dance and shit. Beauty is my name. This is how she used to be and shit. So, and me and my sister always thought that my mom was the most beautiful woman we ever seen in our lives, right? So we get to like the last verse, they got the long ass intro where they, bringing it out and shit. And I'm holding my mom though, and I'm crying to the point where her boyfriend is crying. You get what I'm saying? Like other people is crying, but you saying that, I never looked at the perspective of my grandmom. I never looked at her, and I can't imagine, even though we gave her temptations, right? Her my girl and all of that, it still is a difference because yo mama, no matter if my mama was smoke crack, dope, meth, whatever, people would say your mama don't do shit for you. You can't tell me nothing about my mama. You feel what I'm saying? And she would say certain things about my mom, like, well, y'all want to be with her so bad, and she don't care about you. But that moment, me slow dancing with my mama off of her favorite song, that was everything to me. And that's something that my mom, even though you gave us a roof over our head, you can't replace that.
Priceless.
You can't. It's priceless. You can't take that away from me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I can imagine her thought process of like, damn, she crying and singing. You get what I'm saying? I know she understands, but it's still, I'm just hoping that she didn't take that personally and feel like she's less than, you know what I'm saying, a strong woman that she raised us to be, because she is the reason why I clean the way that I do. I'm very, very disrespectful for these people. But it comes from her. She the reason why I say niggas so much. She be like, these niggas. You get what I'm saying? Like back in the day, her best friends used to fight the niggas at the bar. You get what I'm saying? So to just be in that moment, like I said, I was holding my mama, and I wear Egyptian musk because of my mom, the oils. You feel what I'm saying? It's just certain things, whether certain people raise you, you can never take a mother's love away. No. Never.
No. Shout out to all the mothers that are really mothers. I don't care what struggles you going through. If you still find a way to provide for your children and you a mom, salute to you. Now there are some.
Let's talk about it.
There are some. I hate to do this right after Mother's Day, but there are some that are not doing right by their children.
Yeah, and we got to talk about that. So next year there'll be a better mother. Get their ass out.
So what I mean by not doing right by their children, I don't mean your mom likes to drink and sometimes she be fucked up, or your mom likes to do this or smoke weed or whatever. I'm not talking about that, because we all got vices that we use. So without being judgmental, understand, all right, some people don't do drugs or drink, but maybe you go shopping when you're upset. That's still a vice that you use. You see what I'm saying? To cope with something. Oh, I'm stressed out, I'm gonna go shopping. You're still using that as a crutch because of your stress level. So it don't even have to be drugs or alcohol. And then that's why I don't judge people for that. Everybody has some people like binge watching movies when they stressed out. You're using that as a crutch when you're stressed out or depressed.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all types of vices that people use. But when I say it is some mothers that don't do right by their child, I mean, did you make sure they ate? Did you make sure your child ate today?
Did you make sure your child ate before you went to go hop on that tree, ma'am? Before you went to go hop on peen, did you feed your kids and make sure you had a reliable, safe babysitter?
Facts. Those is the ones that I say, I don't salute you. I'm sorry. I'm not just going to salute you because you had kids.
Yeah.
I'm going to salute you for taking care of your responsibility, which is providing. I'm not saying you spend all day with them, you teach them everything. At least you fucking provided for them. I salute that. That's a real.
Okay. But okay, so for the mothers that sometimes can't always provide, though, because I feel like, let me say this and just, throw a monkey wrench in there, because I respect everything that you're saying, because I used to get so frustrated when my mom would, you know, throwing her nice outfits, putting the weave, ponytail, you know, all that good stuff, look nice, to only go trick for drug money. It's like, if you going trick, ma'am, at least feed us. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you doing? We starving, ma'am. And now the rent man is here, and then you done left us. We gotta have a dollar party. I don't know. Anyway, but the mothers that who can't provide, right? Can we talk about at least talking to them though? Because I feel like, listen, with my grandmom, she always kept us fly. She always kept a nice roof over our head. She used to do our rooms. She ain't never asked us what color we want. You know what I'm saying? She just did what she thought was nice.
Y'all gonna get.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this in there. She ain't never asked no color. And I hated purple. I didn't like pink, but I damn sure ain't like purple. She would put me in purple because she liked purple. What? This ain't your life? What? Well, anyway. But she would do so much as far as like our Christmases were amazing. We used to have everything. When we was with my mom, we barely got shit. But no matter what, we could still feel the negative energy she had towards us because my mom didn't do what she needed to do. And she never took, in my opinion, she never took responsibility of, you know, not really doing her, just having her own flaws of raising them. She made it seem like I didn't raise her like that. I didn't raise Michelle like that. It's like, you can't act like that because you can't grow. So having her buy everything that we ever wanted, easy bake ovens, all of us at the dollars that we wanted, the connection still wasn't there. So for the people who are literally, the mothers who are literally doing their best, because Corona fucked us up. You know what I'm saying? Can we talk about like you said, back to what you said though, communication. If you can't provide for them, at least talk to them and let them know that this shit is fucked up right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, because for me, it's so hard for us being moms. Like, y'all don't, this pain and this struggle and this hard exterior has been built for years. And it's so many times, right? Fuck. See what I'm saying? How I don't want to cry? I done got off of here and fucking left me. MD, man, I love you. So, and that's what I'm saying. Like, let me just give MD her motherfucking flowers, because I can't fathom, baby girl. Like, even when I met you, you know what I'm saying, in high school and stuff like that, you still used to always keep me cracking the fuck up. Like, always had a beautiful smile, always ain't fuck with nobody else to fuck them bitches up for you. You get what I'm saying? But I can't fathom getting through your days. You know what I'm saying? Getting through your days and getting through high school without having your mom. And I know you had, you know, auntie and stuff like that, but y'all don't understand how hard it is for us when y'all leave us. I'm not trying to shit on y'all, right? Because I know y'all have a lot of stuff going through. I swear to God, I'm not trying to shit on the guys right now, because y'all really are trying. But when y'all treat us like shit, or leave us, because it's always down to y'all can leave whenever I want. We can't leave. Oh shit. I'm sorry, Al. We can't leave. Hold on. Give me 1 second, Al. We can't leave our children by themselves. And it's very, very hard for me. It's very hard for me as a mom to get through a lot of these days. I'm going through a divorce, right? I told you these fucking stupid ass eyelashes gonna come off. I don't fucking care. It's so hard getting through these days because I gotta literally sit here. My son can feel everything. I breastfed so he can feel everything. It's so many times where I gotta sit here and act like I'm okay when I'm not. And I gotta continue to pay these bills and keep this fucking internet on for these stupid ass games. I gotta act like, and you know, as he wake up in the morning, and give him this love and give them this patience, this just everything, this positive energy when I'm depressed. I'm fucked up. I'm hurting because, and all I can do is take from every situation that I've ever been through and love my son beyond all of that. I'm only trying. You know how fucking ratchet I am talking to my son? Y'all know that. But I have to be honest with him. As hard as it was to leave my marriage, right? To separate from the best person that one of the best people that I've ever been with, to separate from that, and he'd be able and have to explain to my son, I will never keep you away from him, but mommy has to do what she has to do for you. I chose you. And I'm still fucked up over here, yo. I'm still fucked up at the situation because it's not like he don't want his dad. Of course he want his dad. And you motherfuckers expect us to just be so submissive and so like how? Because when I was, you tore me down. We just trying our best. We really just trying our best. And I understand that a lot of y'all don't know how to be great fathers because you don't have your own, or just how to treat us or love us as women. But when we come off and with this fucking this hard ass exterior and be cussing y'all the fuck out, it's for a reason. And it's so fucked up because after every given time, you niggas can do any and everything to us, and we always take y'all back in a moment. I don't even feel like going into that because I don't want to talk about my own information. It's fucking stupid. I'm just going fucking. I was back. I'll take the floor. I'm sad.
Yo, a couple things I just want to say. Like, it since you was just speaking about the relationship part. It's hard to find somebody it's impossible. Let me take that back. It's impossible to find somebody that's perfect. I say this a lot. It's impossible. If you're looking for a 10 out of 10, you're not going to find it. Now,
that's true.
My thing is a little bit, if you got a nigga that's 7 out of 10 or 8 out of 10, you're luckier than most. It's like through the social media, through, TV shows and shit like that, people have been lying to us saying it's the perfect person out there for you. No.
Nobody is perfect.
Somebody
told me that recently. Somebody said to me, yo, why is you so perfect? And I was like, what?
Nobody's perfect. So when you find something that's that don't disrespect you and that actually gives a fuck about how you feel and what your mental status is, we need to hold on to them instead of thinking that, I can just find somebody better. No, sometimes this is the best person for you. They may call you out on your shit. You may have to deal with attitudes every now and then. But sometimes this is the best person for you. Know how many girls I've been with that was like, you the perfect nigga. You the perfect nigga. No, I'm not. Don't give me that tag because I got my shit with me too. The only thing with me is I'm never going to disrespect you.
Right.
I'm not going to put my hands on you, and I'm not going to cheat on you. And I've heard from women, those are the two main problems with men that they've had. Infidelity and domestic abuse.
Yeah. Yep.
So if you find a guy that's not doing none of that, you going to have to put, for the females, you're going to have to put up with some shit because he's not perfect. But at least he's not doing that shit. At least he's not making you feel like you're not worth anything. And it's part of it. Go ahead.
I agree with you, but I feel like also as people, certain times when we have a lot of different conversations and we tell, because I learned a lot of this in my relationships. Like I had one relationship in the beginning where I told the person everything. Then they use it against me. So when I got into the next relationship, I just listened more. I didn't talk. And then it was like we had problems because the person didn't really know me because I didn't talk enough. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I get what you're saying completely. We have to understand it's like the 80-20 rule. You feel what I'm saying? Like you want to leave your 80 for a 20 type of vibe. But I do also feel that sometimes we can get comfortable with that. Both male and female. We can look at it like I'm the best he ever had. And then like take it as I ain't gonna do shit. Or take it as okay, you gonna do all of these things, but this right there, you ain't doing, or like I don't know. It's just again, everybody can. I feel like no person can always be 100%. You're never going to get 100% from anybody. That's bullshit. Facts. You have to keep something for yourself.
Facts. So the thing, and I know what you're touching on, losing yourself. I feel like that's what you're touching on. How do you be with somebody and not lose yourself in the process?
Yeah, and I've lost myself so many times. So many times before.
It is okay to lose yourself with somebody that's not going to take full advantage of it. Somebody that's not going to take seeing you in a vulnerable state and hanging that over your head or using that to their well-being. It's okay to lose yourself to somebody that honors you and that's not going to use vulnerability for their own gain.
I get what you're saying.
But we've been taught you shouldn't be vulnerable to nobody.
Yeah.
And that hardens you. You can't be you can't allow shit to harden you and expect to have a successful relationship with anybody. Whether if it's boyfriend and girlfriend, whether if it's friends, husband and wife, how are you going to expect somebody to stay close to you when you're hardening yourself? You're putting up a fucking wall.
But we're not. But that's the thing. Nobody is putting up a wall purposely, except for Trump. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody is like that. That gets built. Like when Hov said, "Once a good girl's gone, she's gone forever." That's real shit, bro. That's like with y'all first encounter with the first girl that y'all fucking love with and lose your virginity. So if you love that bitch, everybody after that, you don't trust that bitch.
Listen, I can say from experience, every girl I've ever been with has done wrong by me. The relationship didn't get fucked up because I wanted to fuck it up. They wanted to fuck it up. So you would think that would make me a cold ass nigga and I don't trust these bitches and fuck these hoes. All they good for is pussy and that's it. I'm not like that.
But you're not like that, but you still from that experience adjusted and lost some trust issues for women, right?
Not trust. Not trust.
What?
I'm gonna tell you. What it did was it let me know she's capable of doing this same shit that the last bitch did.
There we go. Hold on, I'm just gonna spark my joint.
All right. She's capable of doing that. Right. Now I know that because before I was naive.
Right.
So does that mean when I mess with somebody, you know, now that I'm not going to give them a fair shot because of how my last one turned out? That's unfair.
Right. That's very unfair. Yeah. I get what you're saying.
My daughter's mom, she did me dirty. Like dirty. I can't look at, I couldn't look at the next person that I was with like, you gonna do the same shit she did, so I'm not even gonna let you in my circle. That's unfair. You gotta give people a chance and not see, we got too much baggage that we carrying from situation to situation.
Yep.
It's not supposed to be like that. You ever hear about people going on vacation and they don't take no luggage with them?
No.
I mean, not us, but I mean like
White people?
people that got it like that. Like, you know what? I'll just buy shit when I get there.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
That's
you get money when you start talking like that.
but I'm talking about mental health wise. We have to stop taking baggage everywhere we go. And
You better break that shit down, Al, because I was clueless a second ago. Damn, you made me see the light.
listen, you stupid.
Damn, I wasn't expecting that.
Yo, we take a lot of baggage, and I'm gonna say this from experience. When the situation with my daughter mom, I was with her for 8 years. I proposed to her, all that. I
What
proposed
year
to
did? How many years were y'all in before you proposed?
her. 4.
Mm.
I was in
Okay.
it 4 years. Proposed to her. It didn't. The proposal didn't work because at the time my dad was dying, and I don't have the mental capacity right now to even think about a fucking marriage. Like my dad is dying right now before my eyes. Like my dad had a disease. It even though he was an alky, it wasn't liver disease. It was something called ALS. Remember when people was
ALS?
remember when people was pouring the ice buckets in the cold water?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, wow.
My dad died from that.
Oh no.
Facts. And what for the people that don't know, ALS is a disease that tears away at your muscular system in your body. So everywhere you have a muscle in your body, which is everywhere,
right?
It starts eating away at the muscular system. So after a while, he couldn't walk. He had a motorized wheelchair, and my pop was 61. He wasn't like old.
That wasn't even old, yo. That's not old. Like, that's crazy.
So, you know, the proposal to my baby mom, my daughter's mom, I'm sorry, I'm trying to stop using that term. My daughter's mom, it didn't work because I was not in a mental capacity to think about a wedding when my dad is dying.
How could you? How could you? And then it would be like you kind of rushing into it, and then you still got to go through that. How you gonna plan the wedding and then you trying to help with the funeral, probably?
So what I did was, because I didn't know how much time he had left, I said, you know what? We're gonna push this wedding because we were supposed to get married in May of the next year.
Okay. Oh, okay.
It was September of the year before. So what I said was, I need my dad at my wedding. So what we gonna do is we gonna push this wedding date up to November, which was 2 months from the point where we was planning it. Instead of waiting until next May, I said, no, we need to get married like soon, because I need my dad there.
Yes.
That was the wrong decision for me to make, because what she said was, and I know I'm being like real open, but I don't care because I don't got nothing to hide. Like, I really don't. So what she said was, no, if you don't want to marry me now, I don't never want to marry you.
What is the difference between now and 2 months, man? Your credit score or something? Like, I'm confused here on. I proposed to you, so obviously I want to marry you. Why the fuck does that wedding?
I was confused. You know,
so and we called it off.
We stayed together 4 years after that. Like I said, I proposed to her halfway through our relationship. So I stayed with her even 4 years after that point. But I should have took what she said as a sign of her not really wanting to be with me.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was a sign. Also, yeah, you're right.
I
Yeah.
ignored that red flag.
Mm.
And we was never able to get back to the point. Like, it was just bad after that. I just stayed in this situation because that was my daughter's mom, and I felt like my daughter deserved both of her parents being together.
Ooh. Do you think that's the thing? Well, that's the key reason why. Hold on. Do you think, yeah, there we go. Do you think that that's the key reason why a lot of people stay together? Because, we've talked and a lot of things within my marriage, even though I saw signs, we talked about them. But I personally, I told him, we've talked about this because we talk about everything. But I know for sure that there were certain reasons why I stayed because I never had both parents. So I wanted to give Zion that. And I'm
And
not saying that he's a bad person. I don't think that I honestly, I'm gonna keep it a being with you. I feel like my ex deserves better than me.
you know what? Because I know you and I know him, I will say this. I believe that ego had a lot to do with what happened with y'all. On
My
both
ego.
I was about to say on both sides.
Mm.
On both sides.
I
Now,
feel like ego for me for sure because there's certain things that I can't go through again. So
now,
my ego is not even going to allow me, and that's why I be coming off so stern and like, fuck that. I don't need a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say that both parties have a lot of pride. Now, what you know, even on my live, I was telling people, um, we got too much pride, yo. You gonna have to sacrifice some things. You gonna have to. You can't stand your full ground against somebody else that's standing a full ground. And I don't mean that like you have to fold. I mean both parties need to fold on certain
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. I agree. I agree.
Both
Yeah, I think
parties.
it takes for both sides to be folded into place.
You know
For
what?
this
I
for
don't
this
like
box to be folded the fuck up. We got two head, two head. What we doing?
with the remember the little joints we used to make in elementary school.
The
The
fortune joints.
yo
You like
yo
me or
yeah
no?
yeah. That's what we have to do to get a successful relationship. And I'm not saying a perfect one, but a
Mm-hmm.
successful one. For the dudes, you're gonna have to put up with her attitude at times when you ain't do shit. Or her smart mouth at times when you ain't do shit. And for the girls, you're gonna have to put up with he's a man, so he feels like he needs or deserves certain things as a man. But the problem is when one person, it's so crazy. When one person feels like they fold in more than the other person, now you're waiting for the other person to fold. It's like I done sacrificed all this shit for you. I'm waiting.
Wow. Yeah.
So that's why I say for me, talking is the best remedy for a lot of this shit. Like you
Yeah.
being honest enough to say as a woman to your man, look, I done sacrificed this. I done, I done, I done went against my own beliefs on this, but I need you to start doing the same thing.
But I feel like with y'all, okay, so I'm only going off generations here, right?
Right.
Because this is what we do. I noticed that 90s babies are very impatient. Late
Very,
80s and 90s babies in 2000, we are very impatient. I
very.
have no patience for anybody, for anything at this point. And I feel like when I lose the lack of patience for whoever I'm with, it's not fair to them, because at the end of the day, and the okay, let me explain why. The reason why I don't have as much patience for people in general is because I'm so used, like I said before, I'm so used to family members giving my all to people and they just shit on me regardless. So I'm literally the first couple signs that I see. If I give my all and then you don't, I instantly think of, again, I'm holding to other relationships, but we don't have no patience. Like within my marriage, I feel like I gained the most patience. But I also can be honest and say that that person is the only person that would have dealt with me for 8 years. I can say that. That person, listen, that person is the only person who would have dealt with my mouth, because that's my biggest flaw, my mouth. Everything else I cover, I'm clean. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Sex is good. You know what I'm saying? Mouth is on the beam. You know what I'm saying? But then when a bitch start talking, because we don't realize I'm cute and all of that, DM still lit. You know what I'm saying? Like I got niggas hitting me cash apps and everything. It's fucking weird at this point. But people don't understand that. Yeah, they see me, girl, you so pretty. I got some shit with me, bro. My mouth, I don't give a fuck how cute you think you might be, bitch. That shit is a turn off. I don't care if you got your own crib. I don't care if the nookie is good. I don't care that you're talented. Your mouth and the disrespect that you're giving me is enough to keep me the fuck away. I can find it somewhere else. It might not be all that you have, but my standard, I'm not doing it.
But that's all right. Do you think you know people, grandparents that have been married for 60 years and shit like that?
Mm-hmm.
You think grandma had patience?
I'm assuming she must have had something. I'm pretty sure Pop cheated. You get what I'm saying? Like when they talk about for better or worse.
Yeah,
like they mean that. We be like, fuck that, because again, we are used to disappointment from our own parents who were supposed to protect us. So for me, I know my flaw comes from those times where I thought I was going to listen. I knew I was going to get them Jordans the next day. 8th, maybe 6th grade, I knew I was getting them Jordans. I went in that drawer and my money was gone. You hear me? I braided a bunch of heads for that. Yes. I braided a bunch of heads for these pair of Jordans. It was the gold Jones at the time. Okay. The gold Jones with the strap and the white in there. Oh my God. I braided hair to get that. And when I walked in there and seen my Jordan, it was my mom took my money. I couldn't believe it. That was the beginning. That was 11 years old. So for me, again, I'm always used to, even when it's going good. With my last relationship, he used to have to be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Everything is fine. What is wrong with you? I don't know. It's good, but some shit about to happen. So I'm mad before it get here. I don't fucking know. But imagine those people who are just trying to give you a good day. You know what I'm saying? That's why that's one of the reasons why I separated myself, because I know that sometimes we don't know how to love people. We don't know what love is. And if I continue to be around this person, I love you enough to separate myself, because I learned that we've grown apart and my vision for what I wanted my life to be with my children is not the same. You want family and that type of, I have that sometimes, but it's not stability to me, because my family did me dirty. So what I know is stability, money.
You do understand that that's selective, right?
Yes, I understand that that's selective. That's why I am really being honest about it, because that's what I selected. He
No.
said,
What I mean is, you ever have an argument or a fight with one of your girlfriends?
yeah,
Was y'all able to get through it?
yes,
Why not treat your man the same way with the same type of love and
I
patience?
do, I do, but you see, I'm the piece of shit here. So you gotta ask them why they keep dealing with me. I don't know. Al.
But you didn't stop loving your friend because of y'all differences. Y'all might have even fought before, but
Yeah.
you gonna give your girlfriend more love and respect and forgiveness than you would give a man.
Okay, so let me tell you why I do this. Because I have fought my best friend. The bitch snuck me and got put under a fucking bench right afterwards. But even after that, I had to say to her, girl, get your ass back over here. What the fuck you hit me for? And we were cool after that. We're still cool to this day. My problem comes from the lack of respect that I have for my father.
Ah.
Period. My daddy is somebody that I've yearned for his love, for his support. When I read
China, real quick, I gotta drain the main vein, but go ahead, keep talking. I'm gonna jump
okay,
right
I'm
back
gonna take you out, or I'm gonna take you out and put this one joint. All right. So okay, so while I was going to the bathroom, right, and I gotta go on we're oh my god, how the fuck I do? Me and Al gotta have our own segment now. We might as well just start Mondays or somewhere out. Anyway, so I want to just be honest. Like I said, I wanted to do everybody on that Wayback Playback that's going to catch this video and stuff like that. It must be an event coming on because y'all ain't up in here. Where the fuck is y'all at? Anyway, drunk. So I want to be transparent because again, I'm very honest, so that's why y'all are here. My lack of respect for the men that are around me, which is one of my biggest flaws, which is why certain guys don't want to deal with me, why my family don't like to deal with me, why I am one of those people who just like a fucking pit bull, like shit your ass down. All right, get the little bitch, get her ass. So my lack of respect definitely, I know for sure, comes from me not having my father with me. My brother is one of the main guys that raised me, and he learned from the streets, and the streets don't love nobody. So I know that my brother loves me beyond, you know what I'm saying, beyond anything. But him growing up into the streets and stuff like that, it was only certain ways he knew how to love me. You get what I'm saying? So I know for sure that my lack of respect in any relationship, it comes from the lack of respect that I have for my father. When I first did my first rap, Gucci bag rap, y'all know who it is, man. China's back in that 745 reclining back. Fuck a paste up, nigga. You ain't finding that. Ever seen a bad bitch? Anyway, go ahead and find it or whatever. So when I did that rap for him when I was in school, he's one of those people that told me, when you do this rap, you better have a Gucci bag and a Gucci rag with you. I yearn for that. I met my dad when I was out when I was 8 years old, from what I remember. So honestly, the last time I talked to him, I cussed him out crazy. You ready, Al? Okay, cool. When I met my dad at 8 years old, I cussed him. First of all, I knew who he was out of everybody in the brown shirts with the DOJ on the DOC in the back, right? Not Department of Justice, the Department of Correction. Anyway, my dad was one of the first people that I wanted to rap to, and he told me if I'm gonna rap about something, it gotta be good. But when my dad is also a liar. And it's not necessarily that my mom say he a liar, but I don't like to go off. You just never know. What I did see was when I was trying to get him out of jail and I wanted to check out his case and stuff like that and get his book published. there was a few things that he lied about, and I instantly lost respect and the trust in him and all men, because I felt like we didn't know you as a baby. You have been in this jail our entire lives. Why would you need to lie to me? So when listen, you could go around and ask the rappers that I've messed with, whether they had a girlfriend and they was just getting the yams as a side bitch or whatever. They will tell you, when somebody lies to me, I lose it. Because you don't have to be, because I'm way too honest. I bag chicks with these dudes. I take care of you get what I'm saying? I take care of anything. I invest. I support all of that. But it's something about when a man lies to me, that trauma or that I don't know, whatever it is. My father, the first time meeting him, I felt like you didn't have nothing else to do. You weren't here raising us. Why couldn't you tell me the truth? So the last time I talked to him, I told him about himself, and he said, motherfucker, I don't give a shit. You ain't got to build no relationship with me. And I said, well, fuck you then. My dad, bro. My dad. That's why I have this heart. You get what I'm saying? This fucked up ass attitude and this not thinking before I speak, because of just protecting myself, honestly, because I'm always afraid of being put down, because people have always done that to me. Because the relationships that I've been in, and even my dad, I get to a high point because I'm excited, I'm outspoken, so I get to this high point and I'm so supportive and yada yada yada, and I'm giving all these compliments, and then a nigga shit on me. That shit hurt. So before it even get there, I'm putting out the possible what you going to say. Does that make sense? I don't know.
It makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. I was going to say two things.
Nuggets.
Someone is always, and I mean always, going to drop the ball somewhere. Always. You know, and when I know I speak in generality sometimes, but that's because I like to include myself, because I'm figuring a lot of shit out myself about myself. We have to we got to bring our standards down a little bit of people. We do.
And expectations.
We think they Superman and Superwoman, and the minute they do something that's kind of fucked up, we want to cancel them altogether. Meaning, I know the 80-20 rule. You mean to tell me 80% of the time I could be doing right by you, but the 20% of the time where I'm not really hitting that mark, I'm just canceled. Like, fuck the 80% I did right. That meant nothing.
That's how I feel right now, though. On both sides. Like, I feel like I did all of this, and then on the other side, he like, bitch, I did all of this. And wow.
But I gotta play devil's advocate here. Cause you talking about your ex, right?
Yeah. Well,
you did all of this.
Talking about both of them at this point. Don't get me started. Go ahead.
So
all of them. Go ahead.
So did he walk away or did you walk away?
As far as recently?
Any of them.
As far as any of them, I've always walked away. In every relationship, I've always walked away.
Exactly. So
well, yeah.
You're the one that was like, fuck that, I can do better in each situation.
Yeah.
You know, like it's that's why I said that. It's usually not the nigga that breaks it off. It's usually the female.
Well, I started doing that now because people used to break up with me all the time. Like, and that's another thing too. I have been messing with, when I was 12 years old, I was messing with a 19-20-year-old. So again, my experiences of the game of manipulation of men, you get what I'm saying, came very early. Yeah. So that's where and that was my first experience of dealing with somebody older. They know more than me, they can have more than me, and da-da-da. So now even the way that I move, I feel like I'm just putting a joint in here because the damn laptop need battery. So I changed it to the tablet mode. So I'm writing on here. Click link to join. Just in case people want to join.
Yeah.
So damn, what was I saying, Al?
About the you said you left all of them, but niggas used to break up with you before.
Okay. So the first person that I really kind of had a long-term relationship with, because anything beyond that was always short-term. My first relationship lasted a few years, but this person was verbally abusive. And I was a secret. Like my first encounters, like I was a secret. I was a side chick. Like I didn't go into knowing how to be a girlfriend. I was going into you play your position, and I still didn't know how because I'm a fighter. So if he had a girl there when I got there, I'm not even going to say nothing to her. I'm throwing a fucking iron at your head. You get what I'm saying? Like, and people are wondering why we're fighting because it's like, you're disrespecting me now. Like, I'm playing my position, but now you're disrespecting me. You know what I'm saying? So my trust issues.
That's not disrespect. Because did you voice to him that you don't want to be a side chick? Did you let him
13. I was 13. What am I voicing here? You shouldn't even been messing with me at 13 and you're 20.
No, that's true. That's true. I'm not gonna skip past that. That's true.
The fuck?
But I can flip it around.
I don't know. Shit.
At 13, you should have been dealing with niggas your own age.
I should have been. Period. I should have been dealing with my first. I was 12. He was 14. He was so obsessed with me, and he still cheated.
That you said, I'm gonna get an older nigga because they know what they're doing.
Nigga, my first was 14 years old. He re-recorded new songs on a cassette tape about me, and he still cheated. So how the fuck am I going to, from 12 years old, start living my life when a nigga act like he's so obsessed, but you still cheated, and I'm still embarrassed because this is how I find out. We outside fighting some bitches. And then the other squad or whatever it was like, something about her. I was friends with his sister. He said something about his name came up, and then the girl explains that, oh, he messed with my cousin. So can you imagine me losing my virginity? Okay, a nigga act like he's so obsessed, he's so in love. I'm talking about TNT Forever over the motherfucking Fabulous and Tamia beat, a whole cassette tape about me, a whole cassette tape, bro. And then I'm in the middle of a free fall. We ended, and you telling me that Tahid is messing with, oh my God, I said his name. This certain person is messing with such and such, such and such. So I'm 12, 13 years old. So now, in any situation, any relationship, you think I'm supposed to trust any male? And then I get into a situation, 13, and he's 19. And he telling me how much he loved me more than the girl that he loved before. But every time I come around, you got all of these bitches in the church. They all on you. They buying you clothes. How do you think I feel about my worth? So today I go above and beyond. I provide a home. I do threesomes with niggas. Okay. I be bringing the bitches home and shit. You know what I'm saying? All of that. But how do you live your life even at 30? I still feel like I'm never enough. How do I provide everything? Good, everything. You still feel like I'm not enough. I'm not doing enough. Come on, bro. Come on. What you want me to do?
I'm gonna touch on that. And I'm gonna get a little deep. I took psychology in college. I ain't graduate. I said I didn't graduate, but I did stay 3 years. I did stay 3 years,
okay.
so I learned some shit while I was up there. I believe in the law of attraction.
Ooh, talk about it. I'm about to spark up.
I
Yeah.
believe in the law of attraction. So you attract pretty much what you are.
Who? Oh yeah. The person.
And I'm not saying you specifically. I'm just saying people.
Right. People attract what they. Yeah. Okay.
The people who you attract as a person is a reflection of your insecurities a lot of times. So my thing is, as far as the trust factor, and I know a lot of females like to generalize men, this is where that niggas ain't shit, you can't trust niggas and all that. That's where that came from. But all of us are different.
Yes.
We're similar, but we're different.
Right.
So as far as trusting, that's why I say it could have been easy for me to be like, and I was on that shit for a while. Like, you know what? These chicks is liars. These chicks are gonna cheat on you, and you don't know nothing about it, and you trusting this bitch when she say, I'm going to my girlfriend's house, she really going to a nigga house to go fuck. I was I was mentally stuck there for a while. But you know what happened? People that knew me started seeing certain posts I put up, certain conversations I was having, and they privately talked to me and was like, what the fuck is going on? These was females, not females I messed with, but just females that I was cool with.
Yeah.
And they like, what's going on? And I'm like, what you talking about? They like, this ain't you. I've been watching and hearing and listening to you. You're damaged, bro.
Oh shit! They told you was damaged, nigga.
They told me I was damaged and said, you're one of the good guys, bro. If you went through this with a certain female, don't group us all in the same group as the person you dealt with that hurt you.
Right.
That's not fair.
That's not fair to other women.
And I even had chicks hit me up like, if I was thinking about talking to you, from your posts and the way you talk about females, you killed it, bro.
Wow.
And you know what that did? That made me look myself in the mirror and say, what the fuck am I doing? And what am I displaying to everybody?
Yeah, what energy are you putting out there? Yo, I felt that way too. Like, and that's why I had to come on here and speak from a female's perspective and be honest, because I noticed that even when we always having that conversation, me, you and Mac Millie or whatever, we was having a conversation about the post or whatever, how women don't listen and stuff like that. A lot of those things, y'all think I'm saying it just because I'm talking about y'all. No, I'm talking about it because I do the same fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a woman that, yes, everybody can come talk to me, but when I get in my mode, I don't want to listen. I ain't listening to shit. I'm going to do what I want to do. Fuck with you. You get what I'm saying? Because it's so many people that are trying to put on this persona. You know what I'm saying? Because we really want to act like we are okay when we're not. And again, we don't realize how much we are not learning ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Not really recognizing the changes we can make. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, what you're saying, it's just so much that comes with it. Because for me, like I said, I want to come on here, and there's a lot of females that won't watch me. You know what I'm saying? I feel that way. They won't watch me because they feel like, oh, you always trying to take up for the dudes and everybody like you anyway. No, I'm speaking on certain things because I'm being honest and I'm being transparent. And what I have done the last few months, I am going to speak about it. Okay. Yes, I am getting the divorce. This divorce might be my fault, bitch. Okay, I'm telling you that right now. I'm not about to sit here and down talk him, and you know what I'm saying, because again, that was one of the best relationships I've ever been in. 8 years dealing with me.
Yeah.
Yes, he has his flaws. Everybody has their flaws. But is it easy dealing with a woman who has trust issues, abandonment issues, fucking has been traumatized, have been raped, just so much stuff. I was raped by somebody that I went to middle school with. That I fought his girlfriend, got rolled on, started a free fall after the fact, all of that. For me to link up with him years later and he take advantage of me.
That's crazy.
This hard exterior, I get it. We have to do it for ourselves, for our own feelings and things like that. That does not mean that you shit on people. When I tell you I have been shitting on people, when you shit on people, oh yeah, fuck that nigga. Yes, fuck him. But I don't need to give that much energy. If you're going to say fuck him for you and because you need to do your own shit. Don't say fuck him because you about to link up with the next bad bitch or you about to link up with the next fly nigga or the next top dog. That's not fair because all of that energy is going to come right back to you in full fucking karma. Karma.
That's what my daughter mom did. You know, fuck Al, he this and that. He this and that. I'm gonna get me a better nigga. Go ahead, sis. Go ahead. I wish you nothing but the best. I have no ill intention in my heart at all. But what I can say is the average nigga is not gonna give a fuck about you the way I did.
No.
They're not gonna care as much as I did.
They don't even have the capability of caring. They've been lost that. One thing that I understand is, remember, in a few of my shit, I used to always say, I might have said it with my sister. I'm not a picnic bitch. I don't really go for the nice guys. It's so foul that I am so used to so much traumatization and so much disappointment or just dysfunction that I literally feed off of the niggas that treat me like shit.
A lot. You know what I learned as a nigga from being a good nigga and try to treat girls right? The better I treat women, the more they shit on me.
But what did I just say earlier? My problem is when I feel like it's too good, I fuck it up. I feel like there ain't no way you love me this much. There ain't no way you want. Go ahead.
It's not just you. That's what I'm saying. It's not just you. It's a lot of y'all that are like that. Yeah. It's a lot of y'all. I put it like this. All the girls that I've been with in serious relationships, and they like, I'm done with you, this, that, and the third. They never go get a nigga that cares about them more. It's the other way around. I'm going back to the hood niggas. I'm going back to the niggas that don't give a fuck about me, but I'm chasing his ass because girls have always been attracted to the guys that they not supposed to be with. I'm one of them dudes that your mom or your grandma would be like, you need to keep him. Mm-hmm. And what we do as people, you attracted to what you can't have, even as a child. If somebody tells you can't do something, what do? You
do that shit. You do it. You do it. Just because you told me not to. Wow. Why you say I can do it? It must be good. Why you tell me I can't do it?
Exactly.
That's why Eve ate that motherfucker apple from a whole nother tree, child. Whole nother tree. It probably was ripe, but it probably was sour than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
but it's human nature. So what we got to do is understand situations as far as and look at it from the reality. Like, okay, you know, for women, judging men, is this nigga a provider? Does he care about his kids? Does his kids care about him? And does he disrespect me? Those are the things we need to look for. And as far as men, you know, we need to look for, you know, is this girl that combative that she's not cooperative?
Because I'm cooperative, but lately I've been drunk, so I just been cussing every nigga that I ever knew out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, when I'm sober, I could, you know, go ahead. Oh.
But that's what, you know, men, that's what men look for. You know, it's like, are you cooperative? Or are you going to make this a battle every fucking time? If you're going to make it a battle, then like you said earlier, no, I can find a girl that will listen to me and understand that, you know, what I'm saying makes sense to her. So we at a point where I understand women don't want to put up with certain shit, but if we talking about women having equal rights, then cooperation with a man has to come along with that, because that's equal.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you can't have it all. And a lot of females, and I keep bouncing back from men to women because I want to keep it even on both sides. We both accountable for shit. Right. A lot of women would rather be right than be cooperative.
I agree with that. I agree that a lot of women want to be, because I do that too, and that's why I said I had to realize that I'm the abusive one. Like, even when I talked about it, like there's a difference between the, you know, verbal abuse and physical abuse and stuff like that, and I know that I played a part in that. You know what I'm saying? I know for sure I've played a part in that, but has to be some point where you realize that you're asking a lot, and even though you do everything that you need to do, but the patience, man, I'm telling you, I don't have patience, and that's my problem.
That's it. But I tell you who you do have patience for, and I can bet my bottom dollar on it, your girlfriends.
I don't got patience for them either. I just told you that Shakara is mad at me. I don't have patience for people at all because my mother. You know what I'm saying? Like those times with my mom and then thinking that my brother is gonna like that. Listen, I don't listen to Brandy's song Have You Ever, because that song reminds me of my mom. The first time I ever heard that song, I broke down and cried so bad, and I was next to her, and the people were on our way to come get us, and I saw my mom and heard her say to my younger cousin, I can't take care of them. Do you know what it feels like to be 8 years old and your mom tell, like, you over here and say, I can't take care of them. I don't know what to do with them. You know how I am with Zion.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
You're a great mom. And I know you're a great mom partially because you know what it feels like on the other side of that. And you that like, pain. I'm not putting my child through that shit that I had to go through. And that's why I spend so much time when I can, because I got a little situation right now. But when the courts open up, I'm gonna rectify that shit. But you know, that's why I spend so much time with my daughter when I can, because I was left alone so much and felt like nobody gave a fuck for so long. I told you my uncle had to step in and play. He was doing shit my dad should have did.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So I'm like, with my daughter, no, she's a daddy's girl. Anybody can go through my Instagram or whatever and go through the pictures, you know, when I was getting her every single weekend, because I wasn't like, no, I need my weekend to party or to hang out with the niggas. No, I want to spend time with my baby girl. We got pictures and I'm not forcing her. She is hugging around my neck, kissing me all in my face. Like, she's really a daddy's girl. And that came become from me. Like, I will never let her feel like I ain't got her back, because I know how that shit feels.
Right.
So, you know, I salute that. You know, people be like, well, you're only doing it because of what you ain't get. So what? The point is to improve each generation. It ain't to repeat the same fucking thing all over again. So, you know, as far as that shit, and as far as men goes, with my daughter, what I'm going to teach her is to be with a man that respects you. He's not going to be a mind reader. He's not going to be a psychic and do shit before you even think about it. And it's already, no man like that exists. I'm sorry. But what he will do is respect you. That's the only thing I look. I've never called a female a bitch in my life. Unless we was like, you know, having sex and she asked for it, but that's a whole nother story.
Okay, give me that thing up, bitch. But no, I get what you're saying though, you know.
I've never, and some people are like, well, no, she acting like a bitch, I'm gonna call it. See, that's the disrespectful part. I'm not gonna disrespect you, even when you're asking for it. I'm not gonna do it, because it's not about you asking for it. It's about, where do I stand as a man?
Ooh, right, that part.
How low am I gonna go and compromise my integrity and stoop to your level, even if you ask it? Just because a girl asks you to fucking hit her, nigga, have your own fucking morals about yourself as a man.
That is kind of crazy when you do think about it though. Because even, listen, with my situation with my baby father, I saw my baby father pick his mom up by her throat and throw her into a wall. And when I tell you, you can't tell her nothing about her son. She always there. And I'm going to keep it a G. Like, we had 2 hours. Oh my God. Ow. We need to do another show. Okay.
I'm sorry.
But let me just,
so much.
I know, I love this. I'm looked up like we was at 2 hours. It don't feel like it, but I got to get off of here and then drink some water. But let me just make this one point and we going to get off of here. But
all right,
my baby father, mom was the first, when he, you know, put his hands on me or whatever, she kept it 100 with me. And she said, don't ever come back. But that mother's love is always unconditional, because again, he hadn't been in jail for beating up women. He didn't beat me up and all of that, had all of these kids. She makes sure she get all of his kids. You hear me? Every single one of his kids. Zion is with all his brothers, his sister. You get what I'm saying? I asked her to send me pictures of the kids. It's no connection like that.
Yeah.
I know if Zion get in trouble, I'm be like, Bell Money and what, you need me to testify?
I know that's right. I know that's right.
I ain't never been a snitch, but baby, for you, I will.
And that's what we need. And you doing the right thing by that, because I'm not saying like you supposed to condone, you know, if your kid's all the way in the wrong, but I'm not going to embarrass you in the public. What I will do is yank you up by your fucking collar when we in private and check your ass. But I'm not going to publicly go against you because you my child and I love you. So, yeah, I understand. My daughter, you know, God forbid she go to jail for some shit and she was wrong in the public eye and in that courtroom. No, she innocent.
She's innocent. She was with me.
When we get back in the house, I'm going to ask you, what the hell is wrong with your ass? Why the fuck did you do that? You know, but it's just like that. You supposed to be that loyal to your kids because one, they didn't ask to be here. You wanted them here.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I was gonna get an abortion.
And you know what? The piggyback off that, I didn't want my daughter either.
You didn't want your daughter?
This shit, China, that shit makes me cry even to this day because she's a daddy's girl to the heart. And I'm like, I look at her and I'm like, I really wanted to get rid of you at a point in time. Like, I feel
what was
bad.
I thinking?
Yeah. Yeah. Cause and the only reason I wanted to was because at the time I had a bullshit. I was making $7.25 an hour working at Macy's. And my daughter's mom said, you know, I'm pregnant. And I'm like, okay, well, we got to do something about this because we both living with moms.
You ain't shit, Al. So at one point you wasn't shit.
We both, but listen to my logic. We both, me and my daughter's mom, we was both living with our mother still.
Oh, you were trying to prepare.
We didn't have enough money to get our own spot. We didn't have a car between the two of us. So I'm like, this doesn't make sense to have a baby right now. Like, I understand we're pregnant, but what are we going to bring her into? So yeah, no, that shit crazy, yo. But ain't they the apple of your eye though?
Listen, I was going to get an abortion because when I met my baby, first of all, my relationships happen very, very fast. That's another flaw that I have. When I get into relationships, I move very, very fast. I fall in love fast too. Or maybe it's lust. I don't know. But I do fall in love because the same people who I have, you know, jumped into relationships with, I still support them to this day, and I still have some type of love for them. I might not be in love with that person, but I still have some type of love because I love very, very hard. But when I first had Zion, I found out I was pregnant. First of all, I was trying to get pregnant. Then he started acting crazy. Well, no, showing his real self. And I was like, oh, hell no. What? And then one day he beat the shit out of me. The next morning or the next afternoon is when I found out I was pregnant. I said I was going to get an abortion. And my mom said to me, do not get an abortion. My mom said to me, don't get an abortion because you're the one that's supposed to have my grandson. This was before my nephew got here. Zion is the first, literally, right? She said, you are not getting an abortion. You're the one that's supposed to give me my grandson. Then she said, then my cousin said, huh?
Y'all must put a lot of pressure on y'all to have it. They grandkid. It's the women though. Like they put a lot of pressure on y'all. You know, I want a grandbaby. That's crazy. But go ahead.
It really is because both of my nieces were already here.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So for me, the only reason why I wanted to get an abortion is because I felt like I seen him with his first child. That ain't enough for me. I'm like, he's not going to be here. He ain't got enough money to take care of this child. I need to get rid of this baby. My mom said, no, you're not. I need my grandson. So you're having this baby and I'll help you. Yeah. Then my cousin said, well, it's still your baby. It's not just, you know what I'm saying? It's still half and half. They was piping me.
Yeah. Yeah. No, my daughter mom told me it's my body and you can't tell me what to do with it. She gave me that. And I said, you know what? Technically, you're right.
Do your thing, mama.
But if you do bring a child into this world, I'm not no deadbeat ass nigga. And you ain't get yourself pregnant. So
right.
And I'm going to do diligence as a father because you did not get yourself pregnant. I will, and ever since then, my daughter about to be 9 years old. I've been there because I kept my word on it.
And one thing that I need you to understand as a dad too, because we're gonna close this up because I gotta go to bathroom and then I forgot I gotta cook for Zion. It's 8:10.
Okay.
Darn, that was fast. Sheesh, I gotta start doing early shows. I'm gonna talk to you off air so we can start our own segment.
Okay.
But one thing that I feel like we have to understand with y'all as parents or whatever, y'all really just trying to figure it out too. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all really are. Y'all really are just trying to figure it out as girl dads, as guy dads, just stuff like that. Because a lot of y'all that we are in relationships with, where we're 90s babies and y'all 80s babies, there's a lot of things that y'all didn't know, and we need to be patient with y'all. And I noticed that I was very patient within my marriage because of certain things that I also had my intentions too. Because everybody had their own agenda. I had my own intentions, my own agenda, and things like that. And I looked up and I realized I used this person in the having the same expectations that I wanted in a relationship with somebody else that don't even want my ass. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? But we really do. But again, I gave that person, certain people, so much time, and then we don't have patience with, you know what I'm saying, that one person that really is trying with you. I don't like nice guys. So many nice guys will probably sweep me off my feet and do everything they need to do. And we have to start fucking checking ourselves as mothers, as why now Mac Millie want to come up here and then we had 2 and 11 and shit. Now I'm already fuck drunk. Don't nobody want you in here.
Mac Millie, what's up, bro?
Now, if you willing to stay on here, I just gotta go to the bathroom. If you willing to stay on here, I'll let Max ass up in here. Hold on, let me put the invite in here.
I was actually about to take a shower and shit too.
Right,
that's
cool.
why we about to end it. But if you want to jump back on after you do what you gotta do, I don't know how you.
Fuck all of that. I ain't fuck with Mac. Mac better prepare for his show for Wednesday. Fuck that. Mac, probably the reason why I'm all. Never mind. I'm gonna call y'all later. It's all your girl China Black. Yo, listen though. When I call you off here, we got to do our own segment because I could do what you call it Tuesdays with you if you want to, because you know I cuss the niggas out.
Yes.
I will.
No, I need you for that. Yes.
All right, I got you. Fuck is wrong with them? Want to come up on your shit? I know they fucking lying.
Do your outro. I know you fucking lying.
Yeah, all right, let me get to it though. Let me find the intro. All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right, sis.
All right. So let me remove. I'll get off Instagram. It's your girl China Black. They like to call me CB man. Hit me up in the DM. She was good. So I'm cutting off Instagram. So yes, man. We had Mac. I cried a lot during the show. I really, really did. You my brother, and I usually talk to you about certain things, but there's a lot of things that I'm embarrassed about. And I ain't want to call you and tell you. But if you watch the video on the way back playback, you'll get a gist of what's been going on. I'm a piece of shit. You know it. You know what I'm saying? Because you my brother. You know I'm a piece of shit. And that's what we was covering today. Mommy's party was really good. I wish you could have came, but I know you had to take care of your mom and you and wifey and stuff like that and your baby mama. So I'm gonna get off of here because I gotta go to bathroom. I am drinking Leo tonight. I got this bottle from my mama at her bar. I'm waiting for my weed guy now. I actually sent my weed guy Monday at 11:30. At 8:30 this morning. He still ain't here. But you know why? Because my weed men that bring real weed, they got other jobs. You know what I'm saying? So he got shit to do. And I ain't mad at him. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching this over. Oh my God, Mac. When I say I cried so bad, you know I'm a piece of shit because you hear the way that I be talking to you and you my brother. You ain't got to deal with me. You feel what I'm saying? As far as, you know, behind the scenes, for real, as far as emotionally wise, as far as relationships, you know what I'm saying? So you be just dealing with my shit and, you know, everybody can't. And I realize, you know, I'm the piece of shit in these relationships. So if you want, call me when I get off of here. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm also waiting for my weed guy. He should be here in a few minutes. and me and you need to talk because we got to talk about Wednesday show. Okay, so call me when you get off of here. Okay, Magnelli, what's the delay? What? And we gotta get in this too, bro. So I'm gonna end with the motherfucking outro. You are ready, so.
CHYNABLA. Yeah, y'all remember 2-Step Killer, 4 for 11.